When I married Sarah, I truly believed I had found the one person I could trust above all else. We had spent 8 years building a life together, creating a home filled with shared dreams, laughter, and plans for a family. From the outside, our life looked perfect, like something straight out of a storybook. But beneath that polished surface, I started noticing tiny fractures, whispered phone calls she quickly silenced when I entered the room, sudden nights out with friends she never mentioned before, and a persistent habit of keeping her phone face down like it was hiding a secret. I wanted to believe it was nothing, just harmless moments that didn't mean much. But my gut screamed otherwise, refusing to be silenced. One Friday night, Sarah told me she was going to a friend's engagement party. She dressed up in a way that caught my attention, a stunning red dress I'd never seen before, carefully chosen and flawless. When I asked whose engagement it was, she hesitated for a beat and then said, "Just someone from college. You wouldn't know him." I let it slide, but something twisted inside me, a gnawing unease I couldn't shake. Later that evening, a mutual friend accidentally slipped the truth in a text. Sarah had been spotted at her ex-boyfriend's wedding. The news hit me like a blow. When she returned home past midnight, smelling faintly of wine and perfume, I couldn't hold it in any longer. I confronted her. She didn't deny a thing. Instead, she laughed, light, careless, almost mocking. "Oh, is hubby mad I went to my ex's wedding?" She giggled as if it was some kind of cruel joke. That smirk cut deeper than any words ever could. It wasn't just about attending the wedding. It was about betrayal, disrespect, the unraveling of trust one thought was ironclad. The next day, she acted like nothing had happened. She scrolled through her phone, humming softly to herself, completely indifferent while I sat in silence, quietly plotting my next move. If she thought I'd swallow my pride and let her walk all over me, she was about to learn how badly she had miscalculated. Over the following 2 weeks, I became a silent observer, gathering every piece of evidence I could find. Screenshots of secretive texts between her and her ex, photos from the wedding showing her laughing a little too closely with him. Even a short video sent by a friend, capturing her dancing intimately, their bodies pressed together like a secret whispered in the dark. She never suspected I had friends watching out for me, protecting me from the truth I was only just uncovering. I reached out to a lawyer and began moving assets into my own accounts. We had joint savings, investments, and property, but there was no way I was letting her walk away with half after humiliating me so publicly. I also discovered she'd been charging expensive gifts to my credit card without telling me. So I froze the account without warning, cutting off that stream of lies and luxuries she thought she could keep feeding herself. While she laughed, confident I was oblivious, I was quietly securing my future without her. I spoke to her parents, not with anger but with cold, undeniable facts. They were stunned. Her father, a man known for his strict principles, shook his head in deep disappointment. The betrayal stung him as much as it did me. Finally, I told Sarah I was leaving on a short business trip. But instead of going anywhere business-related, I packed my essentials, closed out my share of the joint accounts, and had the locks changed on the house. That same day, my lawyer filed for divorce. When she came home and found herself locked out, confusion turned to panic. I'd left her a simple note taped to the door: "Enjoy the memories. I'm done." No arguments, no begging, just cold silence. Within hours, my phone blew up with texts. First confusion, then anger, then desperate pleas. She called me childish, immature, unreasonable. I didn't reply. I blocked her number, deleted her from social media, and even changed my work contact details. I severed every thread of connection. A few days later, mutual friends told me Sarah was spinning a story that I had wildly overreacted to her attending an ex's wedding. But when pressed about the texts, the expensive gifts, and the video of her dancing, she had no answers. The truth had already spread like wildfire, and her lies had nowhere left to hide. I relocated to another city, found a small apartment, and started fresh. I didn't bring much, just enough to build a life free from the chaos she left behind. The first mornings alone were strange, empty, and quiet. But beneath that stillness was a growing sense of liberation. No more games, no more disrespect. Sarah tried one last time to reach me, sending a message through a mutual friend, saying she missed me and wanted to work things out. But by then I had moved on, not into another relationship but into a new version of myself that chose peace over pain. Her laughter that night, the one she thought would wound me, became the last time she underestimated me. She thought I'd sulk, maybe shout or plead. Instead, I chose silence, decisive action, and complete disappearance. My revenge wasn't loud. It was final. She had her fun at that wedding. I had mine, walking away without ever looking back. And somewhere deep inside, I know this quiet exit will haunt her far more than any word I could have shouted.